Good morning, students. In the last class, we saw about the materials lesson, metals and non-metals and their reactions, some of the experiments with sulfur powder and then with sodium with water. Now we are going to see about the reaction with acids. See how metals and non-metals behave with the acid. One activity is given. What you have to do means take sum of metal and non-metals. Already you used in the table 4.5, and what after that you have to label them as A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, for 1 tubes you name it as 1 name. Then you add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid using dropper to each test tube. Observe the reactions carefully. What changes comes? If no reaction comes, what you have to do means you just warm the tube, then burning matchstick near the mouth of the each test tube you have to bring it. Repeat the same activity with dilute sulfuric acid. Instead of dilute hydrochloric acid, same reaction may be done with the dilute sulfuric acid. After doing that, you can record this one in this tabular column. What type of metals and non-metals we have used for A, B, C, D, E, F? For A, magnesium, B, aluminium, C, iron, D, copper, E, charcoal, F, sulfur. When reacting with dilute hydrochloric acid in room temperature, what reaction is coming? In warm temperature, what reaction? Then with the reaction with the dilute sulfuric acid, what in room temperature happens? What in the warm condition happens? We have to note it in this tabular column. After that, there is a difference in the way metals and non-metals react with acid? Means yes. What happen means there creates a sound. It's called pop. In same cases, it's due to when burning matchstick is brought near the mouth of the test tube. Yes, you must have found that non-metals generally do not react with acids. Only the metals reacts with acid, but non-metals doesn't react with the acid. But it produces the hydrogen gas that burns with the pop sound. You must have noticed that copper also does not react with the dilute hydrochloric acid even on heating, but it reacts with the sulfuric acid. Next, we will see about reaction with base. While reaction with base also one activity is given. What you have to do means you have to prepare a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide. How we will prepare the sodium hydroxide solution? We have to take some amount of sodium hydroxide salt and add into the water. That is a fresh solution. After that, we have to dissolve in it 3 to 4 pellets of it in 5 ml of water. Drop a piece of aluminium foil into it. Then same what we have done in acid, here also in base also we have to bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube. Here what happens means here also pop sound indicate. Yes, as before the pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen gas, metal react with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. Reaction of non-metals with bases are somewhat complex only, and some displacement reaction in this activity is given. Already we saw in the acid condition A, B, C, D, E, F as an salt is present. Here also we are taking one salt and again we are combining with the another type of salt. After that, what the reaction comes, we have to notice that one. Then from this we come to know that copper sulfate when react with the zinc, we get zinc sulfate and copper. That is zinc sulfate as a colorless and copper as a red color. There would have been displacement of zinc by copper in beaker C and by iron in beaker E. Also the displacement takes place in the beakers. At the last, we are going to see about the uses of metals and non-metals. Actually, you should be able to guess why metals are used in making machinery from these lessons. Here are some interesting ones. We are sure that you will guess them right. See, non-metal is essential for our life, is it? No, because all living beings inhale during breathing. Non-metal used in fertilizers. For what purpose we use in fertilizers? For the growth of the plants. And non-metal is also used in water purification process. Non-metals also used in which color? Means purple color. Where we use this one? When we got wound, it is used as an antiseptic. It is used in crackers also. Okay students, you know that magnesium is found in plants. In what form it is found, that you can find it out. The doctor reported iron deficiency in my body. Where is iron in my body? This is simple questions for simple reasons they have been given. Now I will summarize this lesson. See, first we saw materials means metals and non-metals present. In that, chemical properties are given of non-metals and non-metals. Then what happens if burning of sulfur powder takes place? After that we saw about the reaction of sodium with water. Then reaction with acids. What happens when reaction with bases? At last we saw the uses of metals and non-metals. You will get this worksheet as a PDF. Write the answer and send it to 8th Science Snaps group. Timing from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.